Okay. Hey, what's up YouTube? Thank you for clicking on this video. As you read in the title, it is the 24-gallon Aquatop update. If you guys see any movement or any scratches or something on this video, it's because the lens that I am applying, it is a used snowboarding goggle lens, which I did my you could call it my little DIY for making videos. That way you guys could get more of the color of the corals. Okay, so this tank has been set up for about 4 to 6 months. I'm not sure. Everything's been well till these 1 or 2 weeks regarding some corals. And one reason for that also, it could be because I had stopped paying attention to this tank because I at that time I had a 40-gallon frag tank, and then I decided to build the 10-gallon saltwater tank. And I also have a bunch of discus, and if you guys know discus fish, these fish require a lot of water change if you want to grow them out healthy and not get peppery. But enough of that, since this is a saltwater tank and a saltwater tank video. And so let's get into the tank. So the equipment, I have the same equipment as I did before when I first set up the tank. It is the stock return pump with the stock skimmer and the AI Prime HD and the Jabo wave maker. And the heater right now, I have a Marine Land. The previous heater that I had from Aquatop, it's on the 10-gallon. The Marine Land heaters, so far I have had negative experience with them, and I do not recommend them at all. The stock skimmer on this tank, I don't use it at all because it had only produced skimmet for me once. I cleaned it out and it produced skimmet. I don't know if it because it's clogged, but one thing that I believe why it doesn't produce skimmet anymore, it's because of my mechanical filtration, which I use, which is the poly filter pad and the Chemipure blue with the ceramic rings and a regular sponge. So that I think that's one of the reasons why the skimmer doesn't produce skimmet. That's what I've been told before. And I am scared of, since everything's been working for me, I am scared of not using the Chemipure blue and the polyfilter pads, even though it's more cost to the hobby than it should be. It's taking the job away from the skimmer. I'm just scared. I don't want to experiment with this tank anymore. I'm gonna just let it be. I think I changed the poly filter pads twice a month and the Chemipure blue bag once a month. So that usually cost about $40. So yeah. And with the fish here, well, we lost our Mandarin goby. The only 2 fish that we have are the Wyoming. Hey, what's up guys? So sorry for that. I didn't have any more storage left on the memory card, so it cut off. So I don't know where I left off, but okay, let's just go to the fish. So the only fish that I have now is the Wyoming clownfish. The Mandarin fish unfortunately died for one reason, that I didn't have any more cocopod population on the tank, so it just starved to death. Sadly, I tried to feed it frozen mysis, frozen brine, and nothing worked. And right after it passed, I started seeing the copepods come out, and they did. And now I have a bunch of copepods, and I'm not sure if I should add another Mandarin and give another try, or what to do. But I am scared at the moment, so I'm not sure what I'm really going to do. So sorry if the camera's a little bit shaky. It's just that I'm using my little DIY lens for the video, and it is a little bit hard to record. But so that's the only thing we have. We still have the same snails. We probably lost a couple of snails and a couple of hermit crabs. That you guys know, the hermit crabs always fight with one another, and they fight against the snails for their shells. Now let's go with the corals. So one of the corals that's been doing well for me is my torch coral, which you can see there. It's been doing well since I placed it there by itself. It seems to be really happy. And I used to have, you can probably see it back there. Let me see if you can see my finger. Somewhere right here. That's a kind of like a reddish to orange mushroom. I never knew that mushrooms could actually walk. So every time I glued it down, as you guys can probably see down here, you see there was like a little frag plate, and it just decided to not be there. Now it's at the rock. It had a lot of babies, which I just put in the 10-gallon tank. So I have different corals now there. So I'll make a video probably within a month or sooner. We'll see. So yeah. So that coral's just been moving, and it's been doing well, you could say. I have purchased. Alright, so as you guys can see, I got new SOAs. I probably got about 5 new frags since my last update. I forgot the names. I know one of them is a Captain America. Another one's like the scrambled eggs, and the other 3, I forgot the name of them, but my wife does. Oh yeah, one of them's a pink zipper, which is closed. This is the one that's closed right next to the scrambled egg coral. So look pretty nice on the filter, and in person as well they look nice, because right now I have just the blue lights themselves. So the SOA's been doing well. Then I have my Duncan that has been doing well as well. It's there. It's probably growing like 1 head. And then up here, my frog spawn hasn't really opened to its full potential like it used to before, because this is a new location for it. So I'm not sure if I should put it back to the location where it was before. And then above it, I have my green candy cane coral, which has been doing really well, and I think it actually grew 1 head, which is in the back. And then one of the corals that hasn't been doing well, I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Let's see if I could actually get a video clip of it. So it's back there, and that is my hammer coral. For some reason it stopped opening. It stopped being open. It's been approximately a week now. I don't know what's been going on, since I didn't pay attention to this tank. I don't know if it got stung by another coral or what's going on. I hope it doesn't have a little disease. As you guys know, they get the brown jelly disease, which is basically a death sentence for hammer corals. So hopefully it doesn't have that. And as you guys can see right by it, I actually started growing Caroline algae. That it's something that I would have thought that it was impossible to grow in my tank, but that gives me a sign that this tank is well established. And I have heard that if you grow Caroline algae in your tank, that's one of the signs that you could actually keep stony coral, SPS, the small, or I forgot, small polyp corals. You know what? I don't know if in my previous video. So there was a point where I actually wasn't sure about the Aquatop tank, but now as I have it and everything's been running well, I am thinking of getting another Aquatop, but it's probably going to be in the future. I'm trying to get rid of my used tank so I could purchase another 24-gallon and set up a freshwater Planet tank. But this tank has been doing really well for me now. So is the light. I'm not going to update at all. Just one thing that I regret about getting the tank is probably just the size, because it gives you a limit of how many corals and fish you could keep. Also, my Wyomings, even though at one point they were my favorite fish, or that one fish that I always wanted to keep, it's really hard to put my hands in there because they always bite me and they're really aggressive. So I was thinking more like a peaceful fish, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I probably will end up just keeping them, but we'll see. That's something for me to think about. That's pretty much it. I have my starfish is still there. I haven't lost anything at all. I haven't lost any coral since the first stages where when I added my other hammers too early, they had died in the beginning of the setup of this tank. I'm not sure if I ever recorded that, but besides that, everything's been doing really well. Nothing for me to complain. Everything's been well, and I just hope my hammer coral frog spawn make it. The frog spawn looks more solid, more happy than the hammer coral. If you guys have any suggestions, recommendations of what I should do, or what do you guys think that's the problem with my hammer coral, please let me know, because hammer corals and frog spawns and torches are one of my favorite corals. And I don't want to lose it. As you guys know, they do cost a bit of money, and I do not want to lose that. So I was thinking of switching it to the 10-gallon, but you know what, I do not want to cause any stress to the coral right now, so I'm just gonna let it be in this tank. So if you guys have any questions regarding this tank or just the setup, please let me know, and I'll be happy to respond back to you guys, because I know there's a couple people that follow me that do have the Aquatop tank. I want to ask you guys what you guys think about this tank so far. How's it working for you? What you think on it, and how's your saltwater system doing for you? Just one thing I do regret, I think, also is just the sand, since I didn't really pay attention to it. It's not as a small grained fine sand just as the 10-gallon tank upstairs. They are two different brands. The other one's Nature Oceans, and this one is the Carib Sea, and that's something I didn't pay attention to, but I do kind of regret it, because the other one's a little bit more pleasing to the eye than this one. But yeah, I was thinking of getting stony coral here, but we'll see what I'll do next. But for now, I'm just going to let it be. And thank you guys for watching this video. You know what, I just forgot that I'm doing a water change, so I have water running. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys were able to get something out of the tank, out of the video, or enjoy the video. So have a great one, and happy reefing, and I'm out.